What's up, everybody? This is Strings and Sweaters, and today I have a new jersey to add to my collection. Let's get into this. Welcome back, and as always, the air conditioning in my apartment has just kicked on. Even though it's been off for the last 3 hours, it knows that I'm going to record, so here it comes. But anyhow, and my cat is knocking around the stand for my camera, so that's cool. Now, there's a reason my cat is by the stand of the camera. It's because I have a jersey down here, and she's checking it out, giving it her approval. So let's just get right into this jersey, and I have some other things to kind of tag on to. So this jersey I got at Dick's, so this is not going to be really a jersey unboxing, more just unveiling, since it didn't come in a box. It was just on the hanger rack at Dick's. But it was one of those special treats that you go to Dick's, and I live near DC, so it's always just, Capitals jerseys. That's it. But sometimes people will return jerseys and they'll put them on the miscellaneous rack. So I was very, very elated to find this jersey at my local Dick's because I thought they really sold out. And I was even more excited to see that this jersey had a number kit on it. So I won't make you wait any longer. Let's reveal this new jersey in my collection. Here we go. All right, here it is. It is the Vegas Knights Winter Classic jersey, which means that I now have this Vegas Knights Winter Classic, and I also have the Seattle Kraken Winter Classic. Let me grab that. So I have the complete set. I've got the Vegas Knights. I've got the Seattle Kraken. The Vegas Knights will go on a hanger, and it will enter my collection. After this video, I'll also put in plastic. I just started doing that as I noticed my cats have been attacking my jersey rack for no reason. But let's check this thing out. It looks better in person than what it looked like online. I think the felt texture really comes through on that V on the crest. The crest is also a really nice size, and all the other little Winter Classic details are showing up lovely on this jersey, like the neckline here, how you have that kind of ribbed neckline, and on the back, like I said, this is a kit. It is a Jack Eichel, and we see another version example of that felt in the number 9. And it has this really, really lovely embroidery stitching around the 9, and it kind of loops at the bottom of the 9 in really a kind of 1800s, old school, old fashioned stitching design. And I really, really like the font on this jersey. It's probably one of the best fonts I've seen used on an NHL jersey. I just wish that this jersey, I kind of got overlooked. I wish that this jersey got a little more time to kind of build the kind of culture and rationale behind its design, because it's supposed to be like Vegas before it was popular and had people living in it. It's just the Wild West, right? So it's supposed to be kind of a cowboy jersey, which I think it actually does that really well. Now, the one thing that I would have wanted on this jersey was that these numbers on the sleeves also had that cool gold embroidery around them, but they don't have it. But at least they still have the shape and are the same felt fabric, so I do like that. I also like in the hanger effect how you have the Vegas Knight kind of star logo in there. I don't really know what all those stars represent. I think they're just trying to fill the space. The number isn't significant. I got a size 52, which fits me pretty well these days. And this cost me around $240 at Dick's. So I see that you can buy this still online, but it's getting more and more rare. And this jersey got a lot of hate when it was released, but I think looking back on it, it's going to be a nostalgic jersey and definitely one a lot of collectors are going to want to have in their collection. So I'm going to give you some close-ups of this thing, and then what we'll do is I'll throw it on and I'll tell you how it feels and give you some final thoughts. And before I throw it on, I'm going to take the tags off of this thing. I take the tags off all my jerseys because this is for wearing, not for a museum. I'm sure one day there will be a museum that will be opened up by one of these jersey YouTubers where they have all the jerseys in pristine shape with all the tags on them. But I like to wear my jerseys, and I have a specific reason I have all of these jerseys, which I'll talk about as I get this tag off. So I'm in a band. The band name is Bend the Knee. We play a mixture of like metalcore, post-hardcore, mathcore, which are all names that if you aren't familiar with metal, you probably don't really care about or know what they mean. So just assume that I play heavy music where there's yelling and guitar. So we actually play shows around Richmond, but our bass player is from the Long Island area. So we went up to Long Island and we played a show in Brooklyn and a show in Long Island over the weekend, I think about 3 weeks ago. And I like to, for all our shows, wear a different hockey jersey on stage. That can get very hot for me. I get very sweaty wearing these hockey jerseys, but it's worth it to me. I like to document where I'm at. Like at the Long Island show, I wore an Islanders jersey, and I like to kind of go through my collection back here, wearing them on stage. And that's sort of why I don't care what happens to the jerseys. They're not really, for me to resell in the future. They're really just for me to document shows, live shows with my band as I wear different hockey jerseys, and also try to kind of promote the, jersey collecting hobby to people who might not have occurred that hockey jerseys are things you should collect or, things that you should be wearing. Not that you should be wearing them, but it's pretty freaking cool. Let's be honest. If you're into this hobby, it's one of the most captivating hobbies that I've ever had in my life, other than playing guitar and making music. All right, got the tags off. And this also brings me to this Islanders shirt that I got. So I want to shout out one of the bands we played with, From the Pond, has made their return to the metal scene. And they were nice enough to give me this free shirt, which is perfect for me because it's the Islanders logo, but it says From the Pond, which is freaking awesome. Go check them out. They're a sick ass metalcore band who have just made their return. Let's throw this jersey on. For anyone who wants to see the inside, here is the fight strap. Here is the actually amazing stitch work on there. You don't see any leftover stuff really on that 9. So they did a great job with this jersey. There's a little bit of like creasing on this felt. When I say creasing, it's not like a crease that won't come out. It's more of like, I can't describe it. It's more of like just like little wrinkling on the felt since it's a softer material. All right, this thing feels really good. It feels really similar to the Kraken one, actually. The same kind of like, I don't know, same texture. It's a little less rough and a little more soft than the average NHL jersey. It's not very prickly, which Vegas Knights fans will be relieved to hear, as all their jerseys right now have a little bit of use of that gold fabric, which is super prickly and super itchy. So this thing is looking tremendous. I honestly don't really know why this jersey got so much hate. Maybe I'm a hypocrite because I was giving it hate too, but in person, this jersey is really, really nice. Like, this is probably one of the nicest jerseys in my collection now, and it's definitely going to grow on me. I think it's just a little bit, it was kind of a little bit too of a nuanced concept that a lot of people didn't understand, and they should have probably did some like little hints or little kind of like context drops of like scenes of like saloons or like cowboy boots or like just something before the leak of this jersey happened, which is really was unfortunate as it was leaked by like this wrestling show and basketball teams wearing the jerseys. And it's just like, come on, it's just the worst way for a jersey to get leaked and released to the public, because then people just see the jersey with no context and they just, they just tear it down and hate on it. But I don't think this jersey deserved to hate. There's definitely things I would change about it, but I actually really think this is a solid Winter Classic jersey, and I think both teams did an amazing job. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications, and you're going to want to hit that bell because the story about how I got this jersey has another part to it, and it's actually really, really interesting. I have some tea, some drama to dish out about my local Dick's. So definitely hit the bell and stay notified for that. I'm gonna release that soon, probably this weekend. But we're gonna get into kind of an interesting situation that I discovered when I found this jersey at my local Dick's. I'm not gonna give anything else away, but make sure you subscribe and follow this account for the rest of that story. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch my videos. If you're into hockey jerseys or want to get more into hockey jersey collecting and want to get an update on like stuff like the recent Stadium Series jerseys, I just put out a 3-part series where I ranked in tiers every single Stadium Series jersey that was ever released from its initial Stadium Series games in the Reebok era into Adidas. So definitely educate yourself and just go back so you can share your opinions about those rankings I made and what ranks jerseys I put in the completely wrong tier, what jerseys I way highly overrated. Let me know. Definitely check those out. I'll put a link right here so you guys can watch those. But thank you guys so much. This is Strings and Sweaters. Peace out.